Hello, my name is Andrei Dima, I'm a professional travel photographer and today I'm going to help you decide which Fujifilm prime lens you should get first. Fujifilm offers a diverse range of prime lenses with options for various budgets, but if you are wondering which one should be your first Fujifilm prime, I've got a recommendation for you. We'll get to that in a moment. Plus, if you are unsure about the right focal length, I'll share a simple method that can help you make your first choice. And that is by using a zoom lens. I would recommend getting the Fujifilm XF 18-55mm because it is one of the best kit lenses and travel lenses Fujifilm has that doesn't break the bank. Maybe you already have one. A tip when buying such a lens, get it as a kit with a camera because it is going to be a lot cheaper. If you already have a camera, buy it second hand because the price, new, not in a kit, is a bit much for such a lens. Now that you have your zoom lens, go out and take photos. The best place to start is the surroundings of your home and then just go further and further until you get to Greece. Joking. After you use the lens for a month or two, go through your photos and see what focal you use the most, and that should be the focal for your first prime. It doesn't need to be the exact same focal. If you shoot most of your photos at 25mm, then you should consider a 23mm prime lens. If you shoot at 30mm, get a 27. Always go a bit wider because you can always crop, but you can't make photos wider. Well, you can with AI, but I don't consider that photography. If you want to skip this step entirely, there is a prime lens I would recommend buying first, and that lens is the Fujifilm 23mm f2.WR. Let me tell you why. First of all, the size and weight. Most people that buy a prime lens take in consideration the weight and size of a prime compared to a zoom lens. You want it to be almost pocketable, and the XF 23mm f2.WR goes very well even with the most compact cameras from Fujifilm like the XE4. A smaller lens means you can cover more ground stress-free. This helps you see your surroundings better and get more interesting compositions in your photos. Also, this lens is weather sealed. As a beginner, you will stress about your gear, if it breaks, how much it will cost to repair, so if a rain starts out of nowhere and catches you unprepared, having a weather sealed lens takes away from the stress and, as I said earlier, lets you think more about photography. This lens, in my opinion, has a perfect field of view for everyday use, 23mm on APS-C, 35mm on full frame. It is wide but not that wide, making it perfect for documenting daily events, street photography and travel photography. I am talking about this because they are what I usually shoot with this lens. The image quality is very good in my opinion. You don't need more than what this lens can offer. Yes, it is not the best at minimum focus distance, but you can always move a bit back and your images will look great. And you can always crop a wider image to get closer or to make your composition better. That is why I think the 23mm focal is better than a 35mm focal to start with. It gives you more flexibility. Being an f2 lens, you can get some decently looking out of focus backgrounds if you get close enough, and better results in low light. Also, the autofocus of this lens is great for photography and video. It is not stellar, but it is better than other primes in its price range, like the 35mm f2.WR. For me, the 23mm f2.WR is one of the most fun and versatile lenses I used so far that doesn't break the bank. I wish Fujifilm made an XC version to help beginners get easier into the Fujifilm X system. So this would be my recommendation for your first prime. It is so small and lightweight, great field of view, renders colors beautifully, and it is sharp enough starting from f2 even for the more demanding 40 megapixel newer cameras from Fujifilm. Let's help people who don't know which prime lens to buy first by sharing your story in the comments below. What was your first prime lens and how did you decide to get it? Would you do the same, or have you found a new way to discover your first prime lens? This was my opinion, so please share yours. If this video was helpful, please subscribe, like and use the links in the description to support the channel. See you next time.